Today is Tuesday. It's Earth Day. On Friday, it's the celebration of Arbor Day. America is the first country in the world to have a holiday to honor conservation. And the next day will be the 28th anniversary of the Chernobyl explosion in the Ukraine. A lot of environmentally relevant things going on this week. Well, here's an environmental thing to tell you about. Right now, I believe, going toward the south end of our apartment, the one I live in, and as you can see, there are tree limbs that are sitting here in the middle of the grassy knoll here. Here is a similar accumulation right in front of the apartment where I live. Now, a little background on these. These tree limbs were cut down just after the New Year came in. What happened was, around Christmas time, there was a huge ice storm, actually the day before Christmas Eve, I believe, and that ice storm caused huge pockets of frozen ice to develop on some of these limbs, which really flattened these trees. Now, a neighbor had said that these trees would never recover. It looks like they have, as you can see behind you. But the fact of the matter is, these limbs did not. So they were torn down in the nearest thaw. We didn't have a lot this year. And during the season, they've pretty much been laying here, and nobody's come to pick them up. Now, these aren't necessarily an environmental hazard. Even if they were left here, they'd probably eventually decompose, I believe. As you can see, the snow is pretty much melted, except for that little spot over there of muddy snow, kind of marshy. But this brings to mind another issue that I've been thinking about lately. When I came back on my first airplane trip to Texas from a family reunion in 2008, I noticed that flying over Maine, all of a sudden I hit huge areas that were bare of forest, and this is the Pine Tree State. I had long heard about clear-cutting issues in the state, but it was revolting, the amount of clear-cutting that I actually saw. And the fact of the matter is, I am not in favor of clear-cutting. I think that we should think about sustainable and renewable resources for this world. And even though this was cut down for emergency purposes and important ones, and they will be picked up, I can't help but thinking about all the great trees in all of the great forests of Maine that are piled up 9, 10, maybe 11 times higher than this, that we just don't see because they're so deep in the woods. So I would like to send a message to New England in favor of its natural beauty. Keep the natural beauty there so future generations can enjoy it. And that's my message for this week of important environmental causes. Thank you.